in the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell. The screen. He can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defense looks as if it's coming. Russell. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Throwing Russell. Left side is Edwards. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Hands it off on the counter. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Now here's Russell. Taking a shot. And he makes the grab but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. Hits inside. It's Goss. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it on the counter. He's past the sticks. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Russell on play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Gives it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his feet. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Douglas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Throws quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right back to the air on second and 10. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. But this time, tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Just feeds the running back. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Russell. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Russell. Reels it in. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The run inside. It's Gauze. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the run, it's Scott. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's Goshen. Snags it, and he's open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That's the quintessential example of knowing exactly how far you have to get the ball to pick up the first.
And great job by the QB. Understanding the situation, short yardage situation, that ball's got to come out quick. Makes the decision, throws the strike, gets the first down, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Look out! Underheat, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Second and long here. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on third and long. Quarterback changing the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You're down by 3 in the fourth quarter, in field goal range. Third and long, man, there's a lot of young quarterbacks out there that would try to make a play, be the superhero, make a SportsCenter highlight, and get picked and lose the game. Nice decision there to throw it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from the sweet spin, and he's free. Caught, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Hold and fire complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Scott. And it's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Goss. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Bailey. They're all over it. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
3rd and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that 1st down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just
steamrolling the defense. Defense comes up with a stop. stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll come to the line first and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. Going to the run, it's Hill. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Moving out to the right. Here's a throw downfield late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Got to make the play on 4th. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent.